Hello and welcome to Up on the Roof. Today I've got Bobbi. Bobbi is a founding member of AWISE and also she's a director of Solar Integrity. Welcome, Bobbi.
Hi Ria, how are you going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Sun's shining. It's fabulous.
I know, it's lovely. Here comes summer. I can't wait.
I'm not a big fan of the 40-degree days, but I just love the sunshine. It's certainly inviting.
How are you going anyway? So I was really interested in what AWISE are doing with the mental health, with the Clean Energy Council and solar cutters.
Yeah, so we recognised that there's a real issue around mental health, and everybody's fully aware of what's happening with COVID and the impact that that's having. And 2021's been much harder than 2020. So we had a chat with cutters and decided that we would join forces and do some work around mental health in the industry. And the first thing that we wanted to do, our primary deliverable out of it, is to actually bring people back together, because COVID has created such a disconnect. And you can see that disconnect happening on social media. Social media is not as vibrant as what it was, and in our different pages and stuff. So we really want to try and reconnect. So in order to do that, we wanted to do it as a whole industry. So that's where we brought the CEC and the SEC together on it as well. So they're going to help us roll this program out. So it's quite exciting to be doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, so the Smart Energy Council is on board as well. That's great. So that's a really diverse portfolio and audience. So hopefully that'll.
Well, that's what we wanted. We wanted to show that we are all serious about this, and that we are all united on this front, and we're all here for the same cause, and that is to make sure that everybody gets through this. And that, yes, there's going to be problems along the way, but here's where you go, and here's how you can get help, and here's your industry helping you to find the help that suits you.
Yeah, and just managing the ebb and flows, the opening, the closing, the compliance. There's so much complexity to it. Running small to medium, large businesses. It's a really huge issue. So my hat goes off to you. That's fantastic. What a great incentive.
I can tell you, I never signed up to be an infectious disease controller. That was never something that entered my realm.
And
unfortunately, that's where I've ended up. So should add that to the resume.
We don't even get to see everybody's beautiful face at All Energy either. So, we've missed out that 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and that's what everybody's really sad about. It was really when we realised that All Energy for the second year was not going to happen that we sat back, and everybody was deflated, and we were like, no, we've just got to do something. So we've got a few different things in the pipeline. So we're hoping to have a couple of webinars this month, because October is Mental Health Month. So we really want to tap into that. Cutters have got a couple of things that they want to unveil as well, so we want to support them with that. But it will be about opening up those conversations around mental health, where you can go as an individual to get the assistance that you may need, but also how to start having those conversations with people that you might recognise, they seem a little bit off, they're not quite themselves. How do I start that conversation? But then also, how do we as businesses and business owners deal with that and support that as well? So it's going to be quite a mix, and we're really excited, actually. So we've got some really good support happening there, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's fantastic. We'd love to be a part of it as well. So we'll send it out to our EDM for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, like I mentioned, you touched on All Energy. Sorry, we had this amazing event planned for All Energy.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. Tell me what I was missing out on.
I know, lots and lots of French martinis, let me tell you. So we were going to run an event the day before All Energy started. So that way we could, as people were arriving and all that sort of stuff, bring people back together. But we really wanted to talk about women in industry and women in our industry, and how we can open up opportunities and how we can encourage bringing more women into the industry around inclusiveness and all those sorts of things as well. So it's going to be something very different, but very complementary as well to All Energy, and something that we really wanted to do, because, you know, we go to these trade shows and they're often filled with blokes, which isn't an issue. There's, you know, it's a bit like spot the chick. And we want to try and see more women coming to these things, because women add such intense value to our industry. You know, there's regardless of what role they're playing, they bring as much benefit to our industry as what the blokes do. So this is where we really want to, you know, smash down some of those stereotypes and all that sort of stuff, and just, you know, make it possible and try and improve our gender ratios in the industry, because we've got under 2% of installers in our industry are female. So we've got a long way to go before we hit 50%. So so we need to get active and get real.
Yeah, and look, I think all the men are very supportive of it as well. I suppose it's just making it more attractive and more available to women to try and enter that realm of, you know, coming on board and getting the right education and the right support, and knowing that it's actually a great industry to work for. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, you know, we have amazing women in this industry, but we have amazing men who are there to support us. So we can't do this without our amazing men, because they are the bulk of our industry. So we need to, you know, we need to talk to them and allow them to help us and us help them. So it's quite an exciting time, I suppose, to be trailblazing in that regard. It's not like we're trying to do anything new, but apparently we are. You know,
well, I mean, the French martinis, I wonder, you know, who wants to come on board to drink them? Surely everybody.
Yeah, that's right. French martinis are awesome. Let me tell you, hadn't had one until this year and went, where have these been all my life?
I've tried a couple in my time, but they've, you know, it is certainly a lovely drink.
Yeah, I love them. Put it that way. It's quite funny how we came up with that, but yeah. So,
that's
you know,
fantastic,
that's
Bobbi.
fun. We've got to have fun with what we're doing.
Oh, definitely. And look, life's too short as well. And we're all, everybody's such an inspirational bunch. Without a doubt, those All Energy, those events, they're a key part of our industry. And I love attending them, and I love getting together and seeing everybody's face and having lunch and being on the stand. You actually get to find out so much more about our industry when you get to go on the stand and see people. You know, thousands of people come through, all different ages and groups, and it's really fantastic. What a beautiful.
They're exhausting days. But they are exhausting days, but they are the most worthwhile days. So that's why Brett, Luke and I actually pack up and go down for the whole week now. It's not just a couple of days for us. We go for the whole week. Yeah. Because we get so much out of it with the different suppliers and everybody that we meet and everybody that you talk to, and just catching up with friends and all that sort of stuff as well. So it's awesome. And that's what we love about it. It's that real social aspect, and, you know, bringing people together. And we are a very social industry, let's face it.
So also sharing our challenges as well. You know, sharing all our challenges and sharing what works and what doesn't work, I think is so helpful. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about solar integrity at the moment. How's that going? Is there any challenges at the moment there?
We are so busy, which is great, but our biggest killer at the moment is definitely our COVID restrictions. So I feel like every day is just trying to stay on top of what we can and can't do, and then updating all our team. And, you know, they get sick of the updates all the time as well. And I'm sick of looking for updates. I'm well and truly over all these new requirements. And now we've got a big COVID marshals. And so I'm really looking forward to COVID being behind us. We're lucky in regards with vaccinations. All our staff are now lining up for their second vaxes. So we're really lucky in that regard. We haven't had issues there. But other than that, we are just so busy. We're booked out until Christmas already, and people asking us if we can do more, and it's like we just can't at the moment. So if anybody's looking for a tree change, you're more than welcome to come to Wodonga.
Yeah, what a beautiful place. Is that because most
Yeah.
people are at home using more energy now? You know, they're more conscious, they're wanting to put solar on. Is that what you would say, why homeowners,
Well,
business owners are putting on solar?
it's a combination of that, and nobody's been able to go on holidays.
Yeah.
Nobody's been able to go to Bali or Fiji or America or England or Europe or, you know, or New Zealand even, you know. Nobody's, as far as our overseas holidays have gone, it's been to Tasmania. And that's if you're lucky, if their borders are open as well. So,
yeah.
you know, shout out to Finn Robinson though, who was stuck in New Zealand and might still be stuck in New Zealand. Sorry, Finn. But, you know, so people have got the money that they had been putting aside for those luxuries and those family vacations. So it's like, well, you know, let's put it into solar, let's put it into battery, and we'll holiday local. And I'm hesitant to book holidays. Everybody's hesitant to book holidays because you don't know, you know, you hear the stories of how many times people have had to rearrange their holiday plans. So,
or getting locked out of the state, or getting locked out of their own state. We've had a few of them, I think.
Yeah, that's it. I know quite a few that's happened too as well. So happened to Craig from Power Plus Batteries. Hi, Craig. He got caught a couple of times on the border camping. So,
oh, the poor buggers. Oh, well, thank you so much. It's been lovely to have you on, and let's catch up again. And I think you know, I want to do more of these, so let's put something together.
Yeah, absolutely. More than happy to do that. That'd be great.
Talk soon.
Okay, see ya.